welcome to all to online classes. In this class, we are going to see the assessment of company tax liability under MAT provision, minimum alternative tax under section 115 JB. Now, before I go with the main concept, that is the minimum alternative tax, how that is minimum alternative tax, it came into picture. Now, the chapter assessment of company. The topic is MAT, that is minimum alternative tax. Now at the time of I am explaining that is how to calculate the tax liability of the company, we have gone through the 4 steps. That is step number 1, that is calculation of total taxable income. Next, step number 2, that is calculation of book profit under MAT provision. The section is 115 JB. Next, step number 3, that is tax liability under both methods. Under the both method, that is a normal provision as well as with the MAT provision, we are going to compare. Next, step number 4, that is calculation of tax credit. Tax credit. Now, we already seen with the step number 1, that is how to calculate the taxable income under the normal provision and how to calculate the tax liability. Now, why the minimum alternative tax is introduced? Why? What is the necessity of it? Now, is the company is in a small in nature? Company? No. So it's a big in nature, and again the whatever the working also of the company is also bigger. Next, with their whatever their continuation of the work, the profit of the company will also high. With this high profit, they will declare dividend, that is high dividend to the shareholders. Means what exactly means? The company earned the profit and they are declaring more and more dividend to the shareholders. But when it comes to payment of the tax to the government, they are taking the more deductions. Whatever the provisions or whatever the facility given by the, that is the income tax for the calculation, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಲೂಪ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ಲೂಪ್ ಹೋಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಪೇ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ರೈಟ್? Company, it is not somewhere else, it is among with us. They are taking all the facility taken and given by the government, like infrastructure facility ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ಸೆಂಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಸಬ್ಸಿಡೀಸ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ when they come to making payment of the tax, they are paying very less. Even though they are going to show that is a zero tax payment, that is what we say negative. ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, that is a pan out tax ನ ಪೇ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ so with knowing this, so if the company they are not paying the tax to the government, then the tax revenue generatable to the government will be lesser. In order to gain the tax amount, then government they have introduced, they have come up with the all the committees, they come up with the one, that is introduction of the MAT, that is a minimum alternative tax to the company. Here we are going to see with the Indian company as well as with the foreign company. Both the companies has to pay the at least minimum tax. Is to pay amount na ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. Next we are going to see. Now next we are going to see what is the format in order to calculate the book profit, in order to know the MAT provision in the next video. Now we'll see with that is a format for the calculation of book profit under MAT provision under section 115 JB. Very simple, right? Here they have given the profit and loss account in the problem. That profit and loss account debited and credited item are there. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಐಟಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯುಟರಿ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯುಟರಿ ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಕಮಿಟಿ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದಿ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೆಟ್. ಇದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೂ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟಿವ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಬುಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ನ ಕಂಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಆಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ. ರೈಟ್? ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದೋಸ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್? Right? Now first Same way how we have done in the, that is the firm and the company, that is how to calculate the, that is the taxable income, that is add or less of the inadmissible item. Same way, first what we have taken net profit. Here also take the net profit as per the P&L account. ಇಲ್ಲಿ P&L account information ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್? And the first one is, that is add the statutory addition. First element, income tax paid. Income tax, it is not related to the business. When it is not related to the business, again they have utilized the amount. Any income tax paid, any payable, that is a payable, that is like a responsibility obligation, and a provision for the income tax which are debited to P&L account. Debited means what? So P&L account is a nominal nature of account. Debit is all expenses and losses, credit all income and gain. Debit ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, P&L account ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? So debited means that is a profit of the business, that is a P&L account is reduced. Now this add bracket, very simple, income tax paid, payable or provision relating to the income tax, and bracket. Next one, transfer to reserve debited to P&L account. Now when it comes to company, so there is a going concern concept is there, right? What is going concern concept there? So right, so whatever happen in the future, so without any destruction, without any stoppage, so company has to move on. Right now take example, that is now we are all facing with the drastical, that is the losses with the economy. Now in this situation, the company, they are not working, but in future they have done some general reserves. That amount they can able to utilize. Now any transfer to reserves amount debited to P&L account means they are not yet utilized. They have created with the P&L account appropriation. There is a profit in the business. That's why they are supposed to pay on the transfer of the reserves. Add back it. Next, provision for meeting the liability. Liability is very simple, that is obligation. They have to pay it. Provisions means they doesn't know exactly whether it comes or not, so but they have made some provisions. That is provision for meeting the liability debited to P&L account to the extent that liability is uncertain. One example that I will going to give, a customer is there, company, they have done a sales, that is a credit sales to the debt, credit sales. When they have done a credit sales to the customer, that person will become as what? Debtor. For example, that is a 40,000 sales. Out of that, some bad debts will be incurred. ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, they will create provision for bad debts. Provision for bad debts, the amount will be 10,000. This is the provision, means this is a provision for debts. But here only the bad debts occur is how much? 5,000. Bad debts occur 5,000, and this remaining will be called as what? That is a provision for meeting the liability, that is to the extent of the uncertain. That is we have to add back it, right? ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಮಿಕ್ಕಿರೋದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, provision or loss of subsidiary company. Subsidiary company, you know the concept, that is a holding company and the subsidiary company, parent company and sister company. They are just only they are made the investment. If any losses occur in such business, it is not the loss of this company, hence that losses has to be add back it. Next one, dividend paid and proposed dividend. The very simple, the MAT provision is one introduced with the concept, that is the company, they are paying huge dividend, that is dividend paid or proposed dividend to the debited P&L account. Dividend paid means what? They earned the profit, huge profit, they are paying to the shareholders, right? And again it is done paying through the profit and loss account. That's why appropriation account, add back it. Dividend paid, interim dividend paid or proposed dividend. In future they may going to pay ಅಂತ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಯುವಲ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಆದರೂ ಸಹ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, P&L ಅಪ್ರಾಪ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಆಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಇಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, there are certain exempted income are there, like income from agriculture. Income from agriculture that is earned in India, it is exempted from tax. Next one, any dividend received from Indian domestic company, it is up to 10 lakh exemption, more than taxable. Next, any income received from the Union Trust of India, it is exempted. Next, Long-term capital gain liable for STT, right? You leave it this concept now. If it will be confusion for you, right? Long-term capital gain liable for STT up to 1 lakh exemption, more than 10% of taxable will be. Very simple. Any expenditure related to the exempted income should be add back it. That is income from agriculture, income from UTI, any dividend received from Indian domestic company, that has to be add back it. Next one, depreciation debited to P&L account. You know the concept related to the depreciation. A depreciation means what? A portion of the profit kept aside in order to replace the new asset in place of the old machine over a period of the time usage, right? But they are not yet replaced it. Hence, there is a profit in the organization, that is accumulated depreciation account. There is. That's why that. In that amount also they are supposed to pay, because this is a depreciation as per the P&L account, because there is a methods to follow to calculate the depreciation to the company under straight line method, return down value method. It is according to their the method how they following. But when it comes to making payment of the depreciation, when they want to take the deductions of the depreciation, it is only as per the Income Tax Act, that is under section 32. That's why this depreciation as per the P&L account, and back it again, one more adjustment will be there in that. So right, let's see again. Next one, deferred tax provision, comma, or provision deferred tax, or provision for diminution in the value of any asset to the P&L account. Deferred tax. Tax is a compulsory payment, right? But here, company will not wait until they generate the full income. Means until they are going to file the returns. They have to pay in advance. ಮೊದಲೇ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೊದಲೇ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಡೆಫರ್ಡ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ they are supposed to again new obligation will be arise. That is what we call deferred tax liability. Same, very simple program ಅಲ್ಲಿ deferred tax ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. If it is given in the debit side of the P&L account, add back it, right? Next one, diminution the value of the asset means there is a decrease in the value of asset. ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವರು ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Next, a very important to your this chapter, that is a matter, a new one is that is a balancing revaluation reserves related to revalued asset on the retirement or disposable of assets, right? Now company, they will not going to do only one set of business, so every time they are going to make it changes. ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಅಮಾಲ್ಗಮೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು, ನ್ಯೂ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ನ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ನ ಅವರು ಇದು ಮಾಡೋದು, ರೀಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಂಥದ್ದು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಸೀನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೀಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್, ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಷನ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೀಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್, ಅಮಾಲ್ಗಮೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮರ್ಜರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ acquisition, right? At that time, whatever the balance sheet is there, they will go to make some revalue. What is there? What is included in the balance sheet? Liabilities and assets. Certain assets will be revalued. Say example, building. At the time of the last balance sheet, the building value was 1 lakh. But ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸರ್ಟೈನ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ revalue ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. When it is revalued, it is 3 lakh. This is revaluation of the asset. ಈ revaluation of asset ನ asset side ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3 lakh ಅಂತ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇನ್ನು 2 lakh ನ revaluation reserves ಅನ್ನ liability side ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ revaluation reserves ಇರೋಂಥ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ at the end of the time ಈ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಟ್ 1,50,000 ಏನಾದರೂ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಉಳಿದಿರೋ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ರಿವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ಸ್. ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ಏನಾದರೂ ಅಸೆಟ್ನ ರಿವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂದಿರೋ ರಿವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಲಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಸೈಡ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಅಸೆಟ್ನ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಏನಾದರೂ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ನ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವು ಆಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ರಿವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಲಾಸ್ ಆನ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್. ಏನಾದರೂ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೆಬಿಟೆಡ್ ಟು P&L ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ವಾಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಬರೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯುಟರಿ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿ, that is a calculation of book profit under MAT provision. Again we are going to see with the write down, then we will next see with the statutory deductions for the book profit. Yes guys, right. In the last whatever I have written, there I have done with the statutory addition. Now we will see with the, that is the statutory deletion. Now net profit, statutory addition, subtotal minus statutory deletion. Right. Debit side ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ನಾವು any reserve transfer to the P&L account debited ಆಗಿರೋದನ್ನ add back ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. Here same way any amount withdrawn from the reserves which are provisions are credited to P&L account. ಏನಾದರೂ reserves ಮತ್ತೆ provisions ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದನ್ನ withdraw ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ because they are utilizing that reserves are provisions amount, when they are utilizing, profit of the organization will decreases, hence that should be minus. Next, exempted income credited to P&L account. Exempted income are income from agriculture, Indian any dividend received from Indian domestic company. Next, union trust income from UTI, Union Trust of India, right? Except long-term capital gain and which are liable for STD under section 10 subsection 34. That income need to be deducted here. Next, amount withdrawn from revaluation reserves. Revaluation of reserves credited to P&L account. Right? Earlier I have said that is what is revaluation reserves means asset na revalue ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ಏನಾದರೂ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅನ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಸೈಡ್ ರಿವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ಸ್ ನ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನೇನಾದರೂ ಯೂಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟೆಡ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, profit of Sikh Industries credited to P&L account. Sikh Industries, what is Sikh Industries? Over a period of time they are incurred with the huge losses. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಬಡ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಅದನ್ನ ಗುರುತಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. Now this company they are taking initiatives and they are ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಬಂದಿರೋ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ ಮಹಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ನ ಅವರು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಪ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ನ್ಯೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ರೀತಿ ಕಂಪನಿನ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸಿಕ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಲೆಸ್. Next, deferred tax if any credited to P&L account. That is already we know deferred tax assets and deferred tax liability. Right? Debit ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ add back ಮಾಡಿ, credit ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ less ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಬನ್ನಿ. Next one, depreciation. A very important, that is what exactly you get in the problem, that is depreciation and revaluation reserves. That is depreciation other than revaluation of assets. Take example. So in a P&L account debit side ಅಲ್ಲಿ depreciation on 20,000 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. 20,000, but it includes revaluation of depreciation amounted to rupees 4,000 include ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Right? Now which depreciation amount we have to deduct means that is the 16,000 not of the 20,000. Very simple. In normal provision we are deducting P&L account ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದನ್ನ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ. ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಐ ಟಿ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬುಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಡೆಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ P&L account. P&L account ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. P&L account ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಬರೀ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ರಿವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರೈಟ್ ಮುಗ್ದೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ರಿವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಗ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ depreciation other than revaluation reserves. When it comes to problem I will going to explain thoroughly how to calculate the revaluation reserves percentage ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Right? Another way also we are going to calculate the revaluation reserves depreciation. Next one is, this is also it will be given in the problem, that is we have seen brought forward business losses and unabsorbed depreciation. Set off and carry forward of the losses and the unabsorbed depreciation. And when it comes to normal depreciation we will consider both. ಎರಡೂ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಯಾವುದು ಅನ್ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ಡೆಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ದಿ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಲಾಸಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ರೈಟ್? ಈ ಎರಡೂ ನೀವು ತೋರಿಸಿ ಯಾವುದು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಲಾಸಸ್ ಇಸ್ 1 lakh. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ amount of unabsorbed depreciation as per the books. This again one more, this Loss and unobserved depreciation should be according to the books of account. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಆ ಒಂದು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್. 1 lakh ಇದೆ ಯಾವುದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಲಾಸಸ್, ಡೆಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಬಂದು 50,000 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವಿಚ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೆಸ್, 50,000 is the less amount. This 50,000 is only eligible for the deductions under statutory deduction, that is amount of brought forward losses or unobserved depreciation as per the book. As per the book, both whichever is less that will be deducted. Vice versa. ಇವಾಗ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 lakh ಇದ್ದು that is unobserved depreciation 1 lakh ಇದ್ದು business 50,000 ಇದ್ರೆ again whichever is less that will be what deductible. Now in other cases, that is ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿನೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು 150,000 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ unobserved depreciation as per the books of accounts or as per the books, if it is not given, ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. and when it comes to calculation whichever is less ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ nil less, zero less, that is again they cannot able to get any deductions under this, right. Very simple. ಇವೆರಡನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾವುದು ಲೆಸ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. That is another amount of brought forward business losses or unobserved depreciation whichever is less. Next, last one is gain or transfer of shares. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಟ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿ book calculation of book profit under MAT provision section 115JB. ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದೆಯೋ, ರೈಟ್. ಅಗೇನ್ ದೇ ನೋ ಒನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿಸ್, ಯಾರು ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಡಿಲೀಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ದೆನ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿ ಬುಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬುಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ 18.5 plus if applicable surcharges plus education cess will be applicable to the calculation of tax liability. Next class we will go to see with the, that is how to calculate the tax liability under both the normal as well as with the book profit, right. Thank you so much. We'll still